Good morning, dear students. Believing in yourself is the first secret to success. So, dear students, believe yourself. Yes, I can. Now, let's begin with Unit 3 Light. Can we see things without light? No. We can see things only when the light reflected by them reaches our eyes. What is light? Light is a form of energy and it travels in straight line. The reflecting property of light is applied in various devices that we use in our daily life. In this lesson, we are going to learn about types of mirrors like spherical mirror and parabolic mirrors. Also, laws of reflection, laws of refraction, and some of the optical instruments such as periscope and kaleidoscope. Now, what is mirror? The mirror is an optical device with a polished surface that reflects the light falling on it. A typical mirror is a glass sheet coated with aluminum or silver on one of its sides to produce image. Mirrors have a plane or curved surface. Mirrors are classified into two types. They are plane mirrors and curved mirrors. Curved mirrors are further classified into four types. They are spherical mirrors, cylindrical mirrors, parabolic mirror, and ellipsoid mirror. In this lesson, we are going to learn about spherical mirrors. First, let us learn about spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors are curved mirrors. If the curved mirror is a part of a sphere, then it is called spherical mirror. One side of this mirror is silvered and the reflection of the light occurs at the other side. Here, concave and convex mirrors are spherical mirror. If the mirror is silvered outside, it is called concave mirror. Here, the inner surface is the reflecting surface. If the mirror is silvered inside, it is called convex mirror. Here the outside is the reflecting surface. Now, what is concave mirror? Concave mirror is a spherical mirror in which the reflection of light occurs at its concave surface. Example, makeup mirror is the concave mirror. Next, convex mirror. Convex mirror is a spherical mirror in which the reflection of light occurs at its convex surface. The image formed by this mirror is smaller than the object. Example, rear viewing mirrors in vehicles. Next, parabolic mirrors. A parabolic mirror is in the shape of a parabola. It's one type of a curved mirror. It has a concave reflecting surface and this surface directs the entire incident beam of light to converge at its focal point. In the same way, the light rays generated by the source placed at the focal point will fall on its surface and they will be diverged in a direction which is parallel to the principal axis. Hence, the light rays will be reflected to travel along a long distance without getting diminished. Parabolic mirror is also known as parabolic reflectors and is used to collect or project light energy, heat energy, sound energy and radio waves. So they are used in reflecting telescope, radio telescope and parabolic microphones and also used in solar cookers and solar water heaters. Next, terms related to spherical mirrors. First one is center of curvature. It's the center of the sphere from which the mirror is made. It is denoted by the letter capital C. Second, pole. It's the geometric center of the spherical mirror. It's denoted by the letter capital P. Third, radius of curvature. It's the distance between the center of the sphere and the vertex. It is also denoted by the letter capital R. Vertex is also called pole. Fourth, principal axis. It's the line joining the pole of the mirror and its center of curvature is called principal axis. Fifth, focus. When a beam of light is incident on a spherical mirror, the reflected rays converge at a point or diverge from a point on a principal axis. This point is called focus or principal focus or focal point. It's denoted by the letter capital F. Then the last one is focal length. The distance between the pole and the principal focus is called focal length and it is denoted by the letter small f. There is a relation between focal length of the spherical mirror and its radius of curvature. The focal length is half of the radius of curvature. Focal length is equal to radius of curvature by 2. Problems. First one, the radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 cm. Find its focal length. Here, radius of curvature is 20 cm given. We know the formula. Focal length f is equal to radius of curvature by 2. That is 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10 cm. Second, focal length of a spherical mirror is 7 cm. What is its radius of curvature? Here, focal length is given. We know the formula. Focal length is equal to radius of curvature by 2. From this, radius of curvature is equal to 2 into focal length. That is 2 into 7 is equal to 14 cm. Here radius of curvature r is equal to 14 cm. Next, images formed by spherical mirrors. Images formed by spherical mirrors are two types. One is real image and the other is virtual image. Real images can be formed on screen, while virtual images cannot be formed on screen because it's not real, an assumption. The characteristics of an image are determined by the location of the object. First, image formed by convex mirror. If the image is at infinity distance, position of the image is at f. We know f is principal focus and the size of the image is highly diminished, that is point sized. Nature of the image is virtual and erect. Then the position of the object is between infinity and the pole. Then the position of the image is between P and F. Here P is pole. Image size is diminished and nature of the image is virtual and erect. Next, image formed by concave mirror. First one, at infinity, position of the image is at F. Image size is highly diminished. Nature of the image is real and inverted. Next, if the position of the object is beyond C, then the image is formed between C and F. Size of the image is diminished. Nature of the image is real and inverted. Next, the position of the object is at C, then the position of the image is at C. Size of the image is same size as object. Nature of the image is real and inverted. Then if the object is placed between C and F, the image is formed beyond C and size is magnified size and the nature of the image is real and inverted. Then if the object is placed at F, then the image is formed at infinity. Then the size of the image is highly magnified. Nature of the image is real and inverted. Then object is placed between F and P. Then the position of the image is behind the mirror. Size is magnified and the nature is virtual and erect. Next, applications of curved mirrors. First one, uses of concave mirror. Concave mirrors are used in makeup or shaving mirrors. Then, concave mirrors are used in torches, searchlights and headlights. Then the third is used in solar cookers. Then fourth, it is used in head mirrors by doctors to examine eye, ear, nose and throat. Then it is used in reflecting telescope. Next, uses of convex mirror. Convex mirrors are used in vehicles as rear view mirrors, and they are found in hallways of various buildings including hospitals, hotels and schools. Then they are used on roads where there are sharp curve and turns. Next, laws of reflection. What is reflection? A ray of light falling on a shiny, polished and smooth surface is bounced back. This bouncing back of light rays as they fall on smooth surface is called reflection. This reflection involves two rays. They are incident ray and reflected ray. The ray of light falling on a shiny surface is called incident ray. After falling, this ray returns to same medium. This ray is called reflected ray. Then an imaginary line perpendicular to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence ray is called normal. The laws of reflection. First one, the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence lie in the same plane. Second, the angle of incidence small I and the angle of reflection are always equal.